The blizzard howled like a beast unleashed, whipping snow across the desolate Colorado highway where Hadley's truck skidded to a halt. She spotted them first, 3 figures huddled against the wind, their forms barely visible through the whiteout, one collapsing as the others screamed for help. Without a second thought, Hadley leaped out, her heart pounding not from fear but from an unyielding sense of duty, pulling them into her vehicle just as the storm swallowed the road behind them. Inside the truck's dim cab, the heat blasted as Hadley glanced at the girls, teenagers maybe 17 or 18, shivering under thin coats ill-suited for the mountains. The tallest one, with sharp features and defiant eyes, introduced herself as Athena, her voice cracking with gratitude mixed with suspicion. "We were hitchhiking to Denver," Athena said, wrapping her arms around the smallest girl, who looked ready to faint. Hadley nodded, focusing on the wheel, her mind racing through the implications. She was alone, far from home, and these strangers could be trouble. But something in Athena's gaze, raw, vulnerable, stirred a protectiveness in her she hadn't felt since leaving her conservative family behind. As miles blurred into hours, the storm easing into flurries, conversations unfolded like fragile snowflakes. The other two, Mia and Jordan, shared bits of their runaway story. Escaping foster homes, chasing dreams in the city. Athena was quieter, her words laced with bitterness about a father who disowned her for unnatural feelings toward a girl back home. Hadley gripped the steering wheel tighter, her own secrets bubbling up. Memories of stolen kisses with her college roommate, buried under layers of denial to appease her parents' expectations. "Family can be a cage," Hadley muttered, surprising herself. Athena's eyes met hers in the rearview mirror, a spark of understanding igniting something unspoken. By the time they reached a motel on the outskirts of Denver, Hadley had paid for their room, bought them hot meals, and listened to their plans. "You're not like most people," Athena said as they parted, her hand lingering on Hadley's arm. "Why help us?" Hadley shrugged, but inside turmoil churned. Was it altruism, or a desperate attempt to redeem her own hidden life? She drove away that night, the encounter fading into memory, but Athena's face haunted her dreams, a reminder of the roads not taken. Years passed, and Hadley built a life in Seattle, far from Colorado's shadows. At 32, she was a successful marketing executive, engaged to Mark, a kind but oblivious man her parents adored. The wedding loomed like a noose, her family's pressure mounting. Settle down, have kids, be normal. But normal felt like suffocation. Late nights, she'd stare at the ceiling, inner voices clashing. What if I told them? What if I walked away? The fear of rejection paralyzed her, echoes of her father's sermons on traditional values, ringing in her ears. Then came the reunion email, out of the blue. Athena, now a journalist in New York, tracked her down. "You saved us that night. We never forgot." Hadley hesitated, but curiosity won. They met in a bustling cafe. Athena's presence electric, confident, openly queer, her life a testament to breaking free. "I'm with someone now," Athena confided. "A woman who gets me." Hadley's stomach twisted with envy and longing. Their conversation delved deep, Athena probing Hadley's facade. "You're hiding, aren't you? Like I was." The pull was undeniable. Over months, emails turned to calls to visits. Hadley found herself confiding in Athena about her doubts, the engagement a shield against her true self. "Mark's safe," she admitted one night over wine. "But he's not." Her. Athena's touch on her hand sent shivers, innocent yet charged. Inside, Hadley battled. This is wrong. Betraying Mark, risking everything. But the heart wants what it craves, and soon stolen moments blurred lines. Guilt gnawed at Hadley. Her mother called weekly, gushing about grandchildren. "Don't mess this up," she'd say. Society's gaze felt heavier in Seattle's progressive circles. Yet Hadley's internalized shame whispered, "You're an abomination." Athena pushed gently. "Come out, live authentically." But the cost, family disownment, career whispers loomed large. One evening, after a heated argument with Mark about her distractions, Hadley drove to Athena's hotel, tears streaming. "I can't do this," she sobbed. Athena held her, their foreheads touching, a silent promise forming. The affair, emotional, intense, escalated. Hadley lied to Mark, skipped family dinners. Inner monologues tormented her. Am I selfish? Destroying lives for a whim? Athena's patience waned. Choose, Hadley. Us or the lie. The pressure built, a storm brewing anew. Mark's proposal ring felt like a shackle as Hadley paced her apartment, Athena's ultimatum echoing in her mind. I won't be your secret, Athena had said, her voice breaking during their last call. Hadley sank onto the couch, head in hands, the weight of deception crushing her. How had she let it come to this? Years of suppressing her desires, molding herself into the perfect daughter, only to crack under the gaze of a woman who saw through it all. The next day at work, distractions mounted. Colleagues noticed her distraction, whispering about the glow that wasn't from wedding planning. Hadley's boss, a stern woman with conservative leanings, pulled her aside. Focus, or it affects us all. Paranoia set in. Did they know? Society's undercurrents in corporate America, where diversity was touted but whispers of lifestyle choices lingered, fueled her anxiety. She imagined the fallout: demotion, isolation. Family dinner that weekend amplified the turmoil. Her parents' home in the suburbs reeked of expectation. Framed photos of heterosexual bliss lining the walls. Mark, such a catch. Her mother beamed, passing the roast. Hadley nodded mechanically, her father's eyes scrutinizing. You seem off, he grunted. Inside she screamed. If you knew, you'd hate me. The dinner dragged, each bite a swallow of lies. Athena texted. Meet me. We need to talk. Hadley slipped away, driving to a quiet park where Athena waited on a bench. The confrontation was raw. I'm in love with you, Athena confessed, eyes pleading. But I can't hide anymore. Hadley froze, the admission unlocking floods of emotion. I love you too, she whispered, but terror gripped her. My family. They'll disown me. Athena's face hardened. And what about us? What about you? The argument escalated. Voices rising under the twilight sky. Athena accused her of cowardice, Hadley retorting with fears of loss. You don't understand the pressure. Hadley yelled. Athena stepped back, hurt flashing. I do. I lived it. But I chose truth. They parted in anger, Hadley driving home with tears blurring the road, questioning every choice. Was love worth the ruin? Weeks blurred into a haze of avoidance. Mark sensed the rift, confronting her one night. Who's she? He demanded, phone in hand with incriminating messages. Hadley's denial crumbled under his gaze. It's not what you think, she lied, but the truth spilled. Emotional infidelity, her hidden identity. Mark's face contorted in betrayal. How long? He asked, voice cracking. The fight was brutal, accusations flying, Hadley defending her confusion. I never meant to hurt you, she sobbed. He left, slamming the door, leaving her alone with the echo of her failures. The news spread like wildfire. Mark told mutual friends, whispers reaching her family. Her mother's call came first. What have you done? Disbelief turned to rage as details emerged. This is a phase, her father bellowed over the phone. Get help. Hadley hung up, curling into a ball, inner voices warring. They're right. I'm broken. Or are they the ones trapped in ignorance? Athena reached out, but Hadley ignored her, drowning in isolation. Society's judgment hit hard. Old friends distancing, online comments on her social media labeling her confused. The workplace became a minefield, rumors affecting promotions. She considered therapy, but shame held her back. One night, staring at old photos from the blizzard, she wondered, did saving them doom me? Reconciliation attempts failed. Mark filed for separation, her parents cut contact. Hadley moved to a small apartment scraping by. Athena's persistence paid off. They met again, this time in neutrality. I betrayed everyone, Hadley admitted. Athena softened. Including yourself. Their bond rekindled tentatively, but trust was fractured. As months passed, Hadley navigated coming out. Support groups offered solace, stories mirroring hers, familial rejection, societal bias. Yet victories emerged. A new job in an inclusive firm, tentative outreach to her siblings. But the cost lingered, a scar on her soul. Then the twist. Mia and Jordan, the other two from that fateful night, resurfaced. Now adults, successful in their fields. Mia a lawyer, Jordan an activist. They contacted Hadley through Athena. We owe you, Mia said in a group call. Hadley brushed it off, but they insisted on meeting. The reunion in Denver stirred old memories. Over dinner, stories flowed, their lives transformed post-rescue. Athena revealed how Hadley's act inspired her own coming out. "You showed me kindness without judgment," Athena said. Hadley teared up, the circle closing. But drama loomed. Hadley's ex-family planned an intervention, convinced of her illness. Word leaked, tensions rising. The intervention ambushed Hadley at her parents' home, lured under the guise of reconciliation. She arrived hopeful, only to find Mark, her siblings, and a pastor waiting. "This is for your own good," her mother said, eyes pleading. Hadley's heart sank, betrayal stinging like fresh snow. The room crackled with tension, accusations hurled. "You've been brainwashed," her father thundered. Inside she raged. "How dare they dictate my heart?" Defenses crumbled as the pastor quoted scriptures, labeling her desires sinful. Mark chimed in, hurt lacing his words. "I loved you. This isn't you." Hadley stood, voice trembling. "It is me. Always has been." The argument intensified, family pleading for normalcy, siblings torn between loyalty and empathy. She fled, slamming the door, the rejection searing her core. "Am I worth loving as I am?" Athena waited outside, having suspected the trap. "You didn't deserve that," she said, pulling Hadley into an embrace. The drive back was silent, Hadley's mind a whirlwind. Choices define us, but at what price? Their relationship deepened amid the chaos, Athena's support a lifeline. Yet, doubts crept in. Was Athena's love genuine, or born of gratitude? Mia and Jordan, sensing the crisis, rallied. "We're in this," Jordan texted. They devised a plan. Public support to counter the family's narrative. Hadley resisted. "It'll make it worse." But the women insisted, their bond from the blizzard unbreakable. The climax built at a community event in Seattle, a LGBTQ+ fundraiser, where Hadley volunteered. Unbeknownst to her, Mia, Jordan, and Athena orchestrated a surprise. As Hadley spoke on stage about resilience, nerves frayed from recent wounds, the three stepped forward. "This woman saved our lives," Athena announced to the crowd, microphone in hand. Flashbacks hit Hadley. The snow, the rescue, the years of silence. The audience hushed as Athena recounted the story, tears in her eyes. She risked everything for strangers. Now we're here for her. Mia added legal insights on discrimination, Jordan on activism against societal norms. The revelation. Hadley's family had spread rumors, painting her as unstable. The exposure was electric. Gasps rippled through the room as Athena declared, "Hadley's love is valid. Her family's rejection is the real shame." Hadley froze, horror mixing with relief. They outed my pain publicly. Betrayal? Or salvation? The aftermath exploded. Media picked up the story, a heroine's hidden struggle. Hadley's phone buzzed with support, but also hate mail from conservative circles. Her parents called furious. "You've humiliated us." Inside she pondered. Was their intervention love or control? Repercussions mounted. Mark apologized privately, admitting his role. "I was hurt but wrong." Hadley forgave, closure bittersweet. Athena's confession followed. "We did it to free you." Tension flared. "Without asking?" Hadley accused. Athena countered. "You were drowning. Sometimes love means tough choices." The debate raged internally for Hadley, right or wrong. The event shifted dynamics, family outreach tentative, society divided. She gained allies, lost others. Therapy helped unpack the Malthuan Dao Duk. Saving them led to this. Irony or fate? As bonds strengthened, conflicts arose. Jordan's activism clashed with Hadley's caution, Mia's logic with emotional turmoil. Group dinners turned debates. Society changes through confrontation, Jordan argued. Hadley pushed back. At personal cost? Athena and Hadley's relationship tested limits. Jealousy surfaced when Athena traveled for work. "Do you trust me?" Athena asked. Hadley admitted fears rooted in past betrayals. Resolutions came hard, each compromise a step toward authenticity. Years condensed into growth. Hadley wrote a memoir draft, catharsis in words. Feedback from the trio sharpened it. "Make it raw," Athena urged. Publishing loomed, another risk. The final confrontation. A family meeting mediated. Emotions raw, apologies sparse. We feared losing you, her mother admitted. Hadley responded. You did by not accepting. Bridges mended fragilely. Yet peace eluded. Society's progress clashed with persistent bias. Workplace microaggressions, public stares. Hadley questioned. Is visibility worth the scars? Visibility's double edge cut deep as Hadley's story went viral. Hashtags like Blizzard Hero trending. Support poured in. Letters from queer youth inspired by her journey. But backlash hit harder. Anonymous threats, doxing attempts. Hadley barricaded mentally. Why expose myself? The price of authenticity weighed heavy. Athena stood firm. We're stronger together. Their home became a sanctuary, but cracks appeared. Athena's career soared. Interviews pulling her away. Hadley felt sidelined. Am I just her muse? Insecurities festered. Arguments erupting over trivialities masking deeper fears. Mia intervened, lawyers' poise cutting through. Communicate or lose it all. A group therapy session followed. Revelations unfolding. Jordan shared her own coming out scars. I lost friends but gained self. Hadley confessed. I resent the rescue sometimes, it chained me to this. The irony twisted. Saving them exposed her. Athena teared up. We never meant to burden you. Bonds strained, then reformed stronger. Decisions loomed. Marriage equality beckoned, but Hadley's family lingered in shadows. A surprise visit from her sibling shattered the calm. Mom's sick, he said. She wants to talk. Hadley traveled, heart armored. Hospital room tense. Mother's frail form a stark reminder of time's cruelty. I was wrong, she whispered. Fear blinded me. Tears flowed, forgiveness tentative. But her father's absence spoke volumes. Some divides endure. Returning, Hadley proposed to Athena impulsively. Let's build our family. Athena accepted, joy tempered by reality. Planning unveiled mouth wan. Invite the past or forge new. The wedding approached amid drama. Jordan's partner clashed with traditions. Mia handled legalities. Society's gaze intensified. Media scrutiny. Protests from fringes. Hadley pondered. Is happiness defiant or earned? Rehearsal dinner exploded when Mark appeared, invited by mutual friends. I wish you well, he said awkwardly. Hadley nodded, closure final. But inside. Did I destroy him for this? Vows exchanged in a sunlit garden, the trio as witnesses. Athena's words pierced. You saved me twice, once from snow, once from loneliness. Hadley replied. And you from my cage. Cheers erupted, but Hadley felt the weight. Choices echo eternally. Post-wedding life normalized, careers routines. Yet, conflicts persisted. Athena's book deal on their story raised ethics. Our pain isn't for sale, Hadley argued. Compromise. Anonymize details. Years later, at a panel discussion, the four reunited publicly. Questions flew. Was outing her right? Debates raged, Hadley reflecting. Morality's gray. A young attendee approached. Your story saved me. Hadley smiled, cycle continuing. But doubts lingered. At what cost to us? Family ties mended slowly. Holidays included awkward inclusivity. Her father's eventual apology. I see now. Hadley accepted, scars fading. Yet society's evolution lagged. Legislation threatened rights, activism calling. Jordan led charges, pulling them in. Hadley hesitated. More exposure? A crisis struck. Athena's health scare, stress-induced. Hospital vigils forced introspection. Life's fragile. Hadley vowed. No more hiding. Recovery brought renewal. They adopted, building the family denied. Challenges arose, prejudices in systems. But resilience won. Reflecting on the blizzard, Hadley wrote. Paths diverge in storms, choices define destinations. Destinations, however, twist unpredictably. A decade post-wedding, Hadley faced a new storm. Athena's confession of emotional drift. Work consumed me. Athena admitted over coffee, eyes averted. Hadley's world tilted. After all we've endured? Betrayal's sting resurfaced, echoes of Mark's pain. Arguments flared. Therapy revisited. We've grown apart, Athena said. Hadley countered. Or neglected? Inner turmoil raged. Did gratitude bind us falsely? Mia and Jordan mediated, loyalties divided. Fight for it, Jordan urged. Mia cautioned. Sometimes release is mercy. Hadley weighed. Hold on or let go. Separation loomed, hearts heavy. Society's narrative mocked. Queer relationships fail too. Hadley isolated, questioning foundations. Was our love real or circumstantial? Reconciliation attempts faltered. Athena moved out, space a double-edged sword. Hadley dove into work, activism filling voids. Panels became platforms. Love's not immune to flaws. A chance encounter reignited sparks. At a fundraiser, Athena appeared, remorse evident. I was wrong, she said. Hadley listened, walls cracking. We both paid prices, Hadley replied. Rebuilding was arduous. Trust rebuilt brick by brick. Family supported unexpectedly. Lessons learned. Her parents, aged, offered wisdom. Hold tight to what's true. The trio's role evolved. Mia mentored their child. Jordan inspired advocacy. Cycles of saving continued. Hadley mentored youth, paying forward. Yet Mouthwan Dao Duk persisted. In quiet moments, Hadley pondered. Did their intervention save or scar? Public exposure empowered, but privacy lost. At a family gathering, revelations surfaced. Her child asked, why the story? Hadley shared honestly. Choices shape us, consequences teach. As years waned, peace settled. Athena and Hadley, graying, reflected on the blizzard. Worth every storm, Athena whispered. The end came full circle. Another winter, news of lost souls rescued. Hadley smiled. Legacy endures. But was forcing Hadley's truth into the light ultimately the right choice? Or a violation that no good outcome could justify?